Your Honor, I can't hear you. Your Honor? Hello? Can you see me? I think you're muted. No, you're muted. This is what justice sounds like in 2025, and AI judges are getting it insanely wrong. In our previous videos, we explored how secret AI revolutionized warfare. Today, we're investigating how artificial intelligence is revolutionizing something even more fundamental to our lives, the justice system itself. And what I discovered about AI judges will make you question everything you thought you knew about fair trials. I'm about to show you 3 virtual court cases where AI judges got it so insanely wrong, it defies belief. Cases where algorithmic decisions determined prison sentences, where machine learning systems decided who was telling the truth, and where the very concept of justice got lost in translation between artificial intelligence and human rights. But first, let me tell you about Maria Santos. 3 months ago, Maria appeared in virtual court for a custody hearing that would determine whether she could keep her children. The AI credibility assessment system analyzed her facial expressions and voice patterns during her testimony about domestic abuse. Halfway through her testimony, her internet connection failed. When she reconnected 5 minutes later, the AI had already flagged her disconnection as evasive behavior and recommended against her credibility. The human judge, relying on the AI's assessment, ruled against her. Maria lost custody of her 3 children, not because of the evidence, but because an AI judge interpreted her Wi-Fi failure as dishonesty. This isn't fiction. This is the new reality of digital justice, where AI judges are making decisions that human judges then rubber stamp. And it's happening right now in courtrooms across the world. You see, what started as emergency pandemic measures have become permanent fixtures of our justice system, powered by artificial intelligence. According to the National Center for State Courts, over 80% of US courts now use AI-assisted virtual hearings regularly. But here's what they don't want you to know. The AI judges analyzing your behavior in these digital courtrooms are getting it insanely wrong at rates that would shock you. The same AI systems we investigated in military operations are now analyzing your facial expressions, voice patterns, and behavioral cues to provide human judges with credibility scores and sentencing recommendations. The machine learning algorithms that coordinate battlefield operations are now coordinating evidence presentation and even influencing verdicts through AI judicial assistance. Let me break down exactly what's happening when an AI judge analyzes your virtual court appearance. Because the artificial intelligence behind digital justice is creating situations so insane, they make our military AI videos look straightforward. Case number 1, the deepfake defense disaster. Last month in Los Angeles, 34-year-old Marcus Thompson appeared in virtual court facing assault charges. Marcus had what he thought was the perfect alibi. Security camera footage showing him at a restaurant during the time of the alleged assault. But here's where the AI judge got it insanely wrong. The court's AI evidence analysis system flagged the security footage as potentially manipulated, not because it was actually fake, but because Marcus had used a beauty filter during a video call earlier that day, and the AI system detected traces of digital manipulation software on his device. The AI judge concluded there was a 73% probability that Marcus had deep-faked his alibi and recommended denial of bail. Marcus spent 6 months in jail before a human expert proved the footage was authentic. The AI judge was wrong, but by then, Marcus had lost his job, his apartment, and his relationship, all because an artificial intelligence system confused a Snapchat filter with criminal evidence tampering. But wait, it gets insanely worse. Because while Marcus was fighting to prove his innocence, the real perpetrator was caught on different security cameras committing 2 more assaults. Those crimes could have been prevented if the AI judge hadn't sent an innocent man to jail based on beauty filter detection. This is how AI judges get it insanely wrong. Artificial intelligence systems designed to detect deception are being fooled by Instagram filters, while real criminals walk free because the AI is chasing digital ghosts. Case number 2, the translation catastrophe. This one will make your blood boil and show you just how insanely wrong AI judges can get. Elena Rodriguez, a Spanish-speaking immigrant, appeared in virtual court for a traffic violation hearing. The court's AI translation and credibility system was supposed to provide real-time interpretation and behavioral analysis. But here's what actually happened. When Elena said, "No entiendo," meaning "I don't understand," the AI judge's translation system converted it to "I don't care" and flagged her tone as disrespectful. When she said "necesito ayuda," meaning "I need help," the AI translated it as "I need money" and marked her as potentially fraudulent. The human judge, relying on the AI's translation and credibility assessment, interpreted Elena's pleas for help as arrogant demands for financial compensation. Elena was found in contempt of court and sentenced to 30 days in jail for saying she didn't understand and needed help. The AI judge had confused her desperate pleas with arrogant demands, and a human judge never questioned the artificial intelligence's interpretation. It took Elena's daughter, who spoke perfect English, 3 weeks to get a human translator to review the case. The AI judge had mistranslated virtually every word Elena spoke and misinterpreted every emotional cue she displayed. But Elena had already served most of her sentence by the time the error was discovered. Think about this for a moment. A woman was imprisoned because an AI judge couldn't tell the difference between "I don't understand" and "I don't care." This isn't just a technical glitch. This is artificial intelligence getting it so insanely wrong that it represents a fundamental breakdown of justice. But here's the most terrifying part. The court system classified this as a minor AI calibration error and made minimal changes to their artificial intelligence protocols. Elena's case was dismissed, but the same AI judge system is still being used in hundreds of virtual courtrooms across the country. Now, you might be thinking these are isolated incidents, rare technical failures in an otherwise functional system. But what I'm about to tell you will shatter that illusion completely and show you just how insanely wrong AI judges can get. Case number 3, the bias algorithm bombshell. This case involves something so shocking, so fundamentally wrong, that it exposes the entire AI judge system as artificial intelligence built on algorithmic discrimination. Dr. James Mitchell, a 45-year-old African-American professor, appeared in virtual court for a minor parking violation. The court's AI credibility assessment system analyzed his facial expressions, voice patterns, and speech cadence during his testimony. Based on this analysis, the AI judge assigned Dr. Mitchell a credibility score of 23 out of 100, flagging him as highly likely to be deceptive and recommending maximum penalties. But here's the insanely wrong part. Dr. Mitchell was telling the absolute truth. He had parking receipts, witness statements, and photographic evidence proving his innocence. The AI judge wasn't detecting deception. It was detecting his race. A leaked internal audit later revealed that the AI credibility system had been trained primarily on data from white, middle-class defendants. The artificial intelligence interpreted Dr. Mitchell's cultural communication patterns, his vocal inflections, and even his facial structure as indicators of dishonesty. The AI judge was literally programmed to distrust black defendants. Dr. Mitchell was fined $500 and given a criminal record for a parking violation he didn't commit. But the real crime was the systematic bias encoded into the artificial intelligence that determined his fate. An AI judge that's still being used in virtual courtrooms across the country, quietly discriminating against defendants based on their race, accent, and cultural background. When Dr. Mitchell's case was reviewed by human judges, they immediately recognized his innocence. But by then, the damage was done. His criminal record had already cost him a promotion at the university where he taught. The court system's response? They updated the AI's training data and called it algorithmic bias mitigation. But they didn't remove the AI judge system. They didn't compensate Dr. Mitchell. They just tweaked the artificial intelligence and kept using it to judge other defendants. This is how AI judges get it insanely wrong. Artificial intelligence systems that can't distinguish between beauty filters and criminal evidence. AI translation algorithms that turn pleas for help into contempt of court. Machine learning credibility assessments that mistake race for dishonesty. And a justice system that treats these failures as minor technical glitches rather than fundamental violations of human rights. But here's what really keeps me awake at night. These aren't the worst cases of AI judges getting it wrong. These are just the ones we know about. For every Marcus, Eleanor, and Dr. Mitchell whose stories became public, there are thousands of defendants whose cases were decided by biased artificial intelligence, mistranslated testimony, and AI judge systems that confused digital filters with criminal deception. The transformation of justice through AI judges is happening at the same breakneck pace we've seen with military AI adoption. Courts discovered that artificial intelligence makes proceedings faster, cheaper, and more efficient than traditional trials. From an administrative perspective, AI judges are a massive success. But efficiency isn't the same as fairness. Speed isn't the same as accuracy. And artificial intelligence isn't the same as justice. According to leaked data from major court systems, virtual proceedings with AI judge assistance result in guilty verdicts at significantly higher rates than traditional trials. Defendants appearing before AI-assisted courts are more likely to accept plea bargains, less likely to be granted bail, and receive longer sentences on average. Legal experts call this the artificial intelligence dehumanization effect. When human judges rely on AI recommendations rather than their own judgment, they're less likely to empathize with defendants. But there's another factor that most people don't consider. The AI judge systems are designed to optimize for efficiency, not justice. The same machine learning algorithms that made military operations unstoppable are now making justice systems more efficient at processing defendants. But just like military AI, these artificial intelligence systems sometimes make decisions that surprise their creators. And unlike military AI, which operates under classified oversight, AI judge systems operate with corporate confidentiality protections. This creates a transparency paradox that would make our military AI investigations look straightforward. The proceedings are public, but the artificial intelligence algorithms determining the outcomes are trade secrets. You can watch your virtual trial, but you can't examine the AI judge systems that might be influencing the human judge's decisions. The same companies developing military AI are now the primary contractors for AI judge technology. The algorithms that coordinate precision strikes are being adapted to coordinate court schedules. The machine learning systems that analyze battlefield communications are being used to analyze legal arguments and assess defendant credibility through artificial intelligence. This isn't coincidental. Military AI and AI judge systems require similar capabilities: rapid data processing, pattern recognition, predictive analytics, and automated decision-making. But there's a crucial difference in their objectives. Military AI is designed to eliminate targets efficiently. AI judges are being designed to process defendants efficiently. The fundamental mindset behind these artificial intelligence systems is optimization for outcomes rather than protection of rights. And that mindset is creating a justice system where your fate can be determined by beauty filter detection, mistranslated pleas for help, and racially biased AI judge algorithms. You might think this doesn't affect you personally. You're not planning to commit crimes or appear in court. But AI judges aren't just handling criminal cases. They're processing civil disputes, family court matters, traffic violations, small claims cases, and administrative hearings through artificial intelligence assistance. If you've ever been divorced, contested a traffic ticket, disputed a contract, or dealt with any legal matter, there's an increasing chance that your case could be handled through a virtual court system powered by AI judge algorithms that you're not allowed to examine or challenge. The expansion of AI judges is accelerating. What started as emergency pandemic measures are becoming permanent features of the justice system. And the artificial intelligence systems powering these courts are evolving rapidly, just like the military AI we've been investigating. But unlike military AI, which operates under extensive oversight and accountability measures, AI judge systems operate with minimal regulation and maximum corporate protection. The algorithms that determine legal outcomes are trade secrets, protected by the same confidentiality agreements that shield military contractors. This is creating a crisis of legitimacy for the entire justice system. How can courts claim to provide fair and impartial proceedings when they're using secret AI judge systems that defendants can't examine or challenge? How can appeals courts review decisions when they don't have access to the artificial intelligence recommendations that influenced those decisions? The answer is that they can't. Virtual courts, powered by secret AI judge systems, are fundamentally incompatible with traditional concepts of due process and fair trials. But the transformation is happening so quickly that legal systems are adapting their procedures to accommodate the artificial intelligence, rather than ensuring the AI serves justice. This represents a complete reversal of priorities. Instead of technology serving justice, justice is being restructured to serve artificial intelligence efficiency. The same pattern we've seen with military AI adoption is now happening in civilian courts, but with even more direct impact on individual rights and freedoms. So, what can you do about AI judges getting it insanely wrong? How can you protect yourself in a world where artificial intelligence algorithms are increasingly determining legal outcomes? First, understand your rights regarding AI judge systems. In many jurisdictions, you have the right to request human-only proceedings for serious matters. You have the right to know if artificial intelligence systems are being used in your case. You have the right to challenge AI judge recommendations if they're disclosed. But these rights are meaningless if you don't know they exist and don't exercise them. Second, demand transparency about AI judges. Contact your representatives and demand public oversight of artificial intelligence systems in courts. Support organizations fighting for AI, judge transparency in the justice system. Vote for candidates who understand the implications of artificial intelligence in legal proceedings. Third, prepare for AI judge encounters if you ever face them. Invest in quality technology for video calls. Practice speaking clearly and maintaining eye contact with cameras. Understand that your behavior is being analyzed by artificial intelligence systems that may not understand cultural differences or individual circumstances. But most importantly, recognize that AI judges getting it insanely wrong is just the beginning. Virtual courts and artificial intelligence systems are evolving rapidly, just like the military AI we've been investigating. The decisions being made today about how these AI judge systems work will determine the nature of justice for generations to come. This is part of our ongoing investigation into how AI is reshaping every aspect of society. We've seen how secret AI made military operations unstoppable. Now we're seeing how artificial intelligence is making justice systems more efficient, but getting it insanely wrong when it comes to fairness. In our next video, we'll investigate how AI is being integrated into law enforcement and policing, creating predictive systems that claim to prevent crime before it happens. We'll explore how the same artificial intelligence technologies that power AI judges are being used to determine who gets arrested, who gets investigated, and who gets surveilled. Subscribe to BrainBuzz Media 24 and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any updates in this critical series on AI and society. In the comments below, tell me about your experiences with virtual courts or your concerns about AI judges in the justice system. Share this video with anyone who needs to understand how artificial intelligence is changing the fundamental institutions that affect all of our lives. The transformation of justice through AI judges isn't slowing down. It's accelerating, and the decisions being made today will determine what justice looks like tomorrow. The age of AI judges has begun. The question isn't whether artificial intelligence will change the legal system. The question is whether we'll ensure that these changes serve justice rather than just efficiency. Because right now, AI judges getting it insanely wrong is just getting started.